Adobe Illustrator has a wide variety of tools and methods to choose from when creating vector artwork. With the document set up, you'll start a logo by creating a slice of pizza using shapes. But before you start, choose View and make sure there's a check mark next to Smart Guides. If not, choose it. Smart Guides will help you to be more precise when you draw and edit your artwork. So let's start by drawing a rectangle, which will become the pizza crust. Select the rectangle tool in the Tools panel on the left. Out in the document to the right of the image, click and drag to draw a rectangle. Try to make it match the sizing in that reference image, and know that you can always resize it later. Most shapes you draw are live, which means you can edit them easily after the fact without switching tools. In the rectangle, you'll see a corner radius widget in each corner. Drag one of them toward the center of the shape to round the corners of the crust. Now you'll finish the slice of pizza. Click and hold down on the rectangle tool, and you'll see a variety of drawing tools. Select the polygon tool. Bring the pointer below the rectangle, click and drag to create a shape, and as you drag, press the Shift key to constrain it. Drag until your shape is roughly this size, then release the mouse button, and then the Shift key. Drag this widget to change the number of sides in the shape until you see 3. Then to rotate it, move the pointer just off a corner. When you see this rotate arrow, press the Shift key and drag clockwise so the triangle looks like this. Release the mouse button and then the Shift key. To resize the triangle, press the Shift key and drag a side or a corner point, looking at the pizza crust or the rectangle above, and make sure it looks something like this. Then release the mouse button and then the Shift key. To move it into place, move the pointer over the center widget and drag it so it overlaps the bottom of the rectangle a little bit. You'll see magenta lines showing, which are a part of Smart Guides to help you align content. Make sure it's aligned with the center of the rectangle, like this. In the Properties panel on the right, click the Arrange button and choose Send to Back to put the triangle behind the rectangle. Next, you'll reshape the pizza slice a bit. After drawing shapes, you can easily edit them further. Select the Direct Selection tool in the Tools panel. Come to the bottom corner of the triangle and click the point to select it, then release the mouse button. Shapes in Illustrator are made of anchor points and paths, which are completely editable. Click and drag this point down a bit, but make sure it stays aligned with the center. The magenta Smart Guide that appears will help. Now you'll add some toppings to the pizza using a variety of other shapes. Let's start with some bell pepper. Select the Zoom tool in the Tools panel here, and click once above the pizza slice to zoom in. In the Tools panel on the left, click and hold down on the Polygon tool and select the Rectangle tool again. Drag to create a new rectangle that's about this big. This will be our pepper. Now you'll create some pepperoni. Click and hold down on the Rectangle tool and select the Ellipse tool. In the document, away from the other artwork, drag to make a circle. Make sure you see these crosshairs, which means it's a true circle. Then release the mouse button when it's about this big. To create an olive, you'll start by copying the circle for the pepperoni. With the circle still selected, hold down the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on Windows and drag the shape from the center off the right edge of the artboard over here in the gray area. Release the mouse button and then the key. Choose Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste in Front to paste a copy of the circle right on top of the original. With the pointer over a corner of the box around the circle, start dragging toward the center to make it smaller. As you drag, press Option-Shift on Mac or Alt-Shift on Windows. When it's about this big, release the mouse button and then the keys. Select the Selection tool in the Tools panel and drag across both shapes to select them. Press and hold the Shift key and drag a corner toward the center of the shape to make it smaller. Release the mouse button and then the key. Now you'll use the smaller circle to create a hole in the larger circle. The Shape Builder tool in the Tools panel lets you intuitively combine, edit, and change the color of shapes. So select the Shape Builder tool, press the Option key on Mac or Alt key on Windows, and click the center circle to remove it from the center of the olive. You can see the gray color of the background through the middle now. Select the Selection tool and drag the olive shape next to the other toppings. To zoom in a little bit, press Command and plus on Mac or Control and plus on Windows a few times. So far, you've been drawing simple shapes, but you need to create a mushroom, which is a more free-form shape. Using the Curvature tool, you can easily create free-form paths and shapes. In the Tools panel, click to select the curvature tool. With this tool, you click to set points and create a path. Click to set the first point here and release the mouse button. Move the pointer and click again, releasing the mouse button. Then move the pointer again. You'll see a curve. Click to add a few more points and make the top of the mushroom. When you get down here, you need to make sure this point is a corner, not smooth or curved like this. So double-click this point to change it. You can also create corner points by pressing a key before you click. Press the Option key on Mac or Alt key on Windows and click a few more times to make corner points, then release the key. Move the pointer over the original point and click to close the path. Know that with the curvature tool, you can always go back to this shape and edit it by dragging, adding, or deleting points, or changing them from curve to corner points and back. To save your file, choose File, Save. In Illustrator, there are a lot of ways to create the artwork you want, from basic shapes to complex paths. You now have the artwork you need to make the pizza logo. You can now take it a few steps further by coloring and assembling the pieces.